Hey everyone, welcome to day 4 of our Alaskan cruise on the Discovery Princess. Today we are sailing in the Endicott Arm. We're actually already sailing in the Endicott Arm, so we're going to go out and look at that in just a moment. And then we're headed over to Juneau, Alaska, which we're going to explore and have an awesome time. So let's go check it out.
The sea otter has the thickest fur in the animal kingdom. Up to 1 billion hairs are packed into every sea otter pelt. So thick, glossy, luxurious that the Russians called sea otter fur soft gold.
This is really a gift. They have a naturalist narrating the whole trip up the Endicott Arm. He's telling lots of stories. He's explaining what we see. It is really, really interesting.
Yeah, he's pointing out all the points of interest, the waterfalls, why the water's certain colors, the mountains, everything, so you know exactly what's going on. The other thing is there's lots of people out here with their big cameras taking photos, and you can see how the mountains just dive right into the Endicott Arm. It's stunning out here, all the little icebergs.
It's really pretty, but these icebergs can create a little bit of a problem out here.
Especially those bigger ones, because this is actually as far as we are going to make it up the Endicott Arm. So the Dawes Glacier is way down there at the end. You can see it, but this is as far as we're going to make it today. There's too many obstacles and little icebergs in the water to safely continue on. Now, if you are taking the excursion to the glacier, this is where they'll pick you up and take you right to the glacier.
Now, this sold out, I think as soon as we bought our cruise, it was already booked up. So if you want to do this, book it immediately.
Yeah, definitely book this ahead of time if you are wanting to go out to the glacier on the boat. It sells out right away. The other thing we do want to mention is we wish we'd gotten up a little bit early to hear the naturalist. It started at 5 a.m. and we weren't out here till probably 6:30 or so. So if you do want to hear the whole thing, make sure you come out at 5 a.m. whenever they say they're going to start and hear the whole information story, I guess, of what's going on here in the Endicott Arm.
Time, I saw a pack of wolves eating salmon from a stream. So Ford's Terror, now in view off our starboard right side.
The Endicott Arm is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous out there this morning. Little icebergs, waterfalls. There were some harbor seals out there. Gorgeous sailing up there.
It was really pretty, and as we got closer to Dawes Glacier, we could see it off in the distance. This is the first sailing this season that they've been able to get close enough to see Dawes Glacier. It was foggy, so it wasn't like super close for us, but it was still beautiful. We have been up here before on another sailing, and we were able that time to get closer to it. However, we're thankful that we got to get as close as we have, as they weren't able to last week.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say though is the ship, when we got to the end, it just turned
to the left.
And
so the right hand side of the ship only faced the glacier, not the left hand side of the ship. So something to think about.
Yeah, because on another sailing we were on, the captain actually turned the ship
360 degrees. So.
Yeah, and so it was, everybody could be on their balcony and see the whole thing. So that's one thing. However, one thing I really liked that Princess has done is they had a naturalist speaking. We could hear him out on the deck and in the buffet.
And on the TV as well.
Yeah, explaining what we were seeing, telling us what, if there were seals in the water, explaining why the glaciers were different colors, why the water's different colors.
Yeah, kind of just a narration of the whole area. It was awesome.
It's really, it actually really made the whole thing enjoyable.
And so we got to the glacier, or the area where we could see the glacier right around 7 a.m. So we were out there probably 6:30 or so, and now we're sailing out the Endicott Arm, and we're headed over to Juneau.
Yeah, we went and had breakfast though in the buffet after we left Dawes Glacier. Just be prepared. I think half the ship went to the buffet then, right?
Yeah, as soon as we turned around and started sailing out. So.
It was really busy. Another beautiful spot, if you want to snag it for the way back, was the back of the ship. and it was quite busy there. So really nice if you would like that, get a coffee and snag a seat. We're enjoying deck 5 here by the window. And where did you find these beautiful donuts?
So these donuts, chocolate donuts, are complimentary in the International Cafe. They looked awesome. They had some basic donuts there as well. And then we've got the coffee package. So we've got some coffee art here. Looks really good. I'm excited to enjoy this. We're right by the window here, coming out of the Endicott Arm, headed towards Juneau.
It's good.
Let's go try out GIGI's Pizza on deck 7. GIGI's was really good. It's complimentary here on deck 7 on the Discovery Princess. We split a calzone and the Hawaiian.
Yeah.
It was really good. And we have arrived in Juneau. So let's go check that out.
We are docked here in Juneau this afternoon, which is super convenient. You can walk right off the ship, no need to tender. I love that. However, the tide is low this afternoon, so it is quite a steep walk up this ramp. It's great to get the heart beating fast.
Yeah, it's a bit steep there to get up into Juneau. Now, once you get off the ship, you're gonna see all sorts of booths that are selling excursions. If you haven't booked one already, we've done the Mendenhall Glacier Express in the past. It was a great excursion, and I'll link that video to that tour below in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Again, we are right downtown and our ship is right there. We're right off the ship and we booked the Lyft to the Mendenhall Glacier. About $37 to get there, so they'll be here in about 6 minutes. Juneau.
Juneau, Mendenhall's gonna be fun.
A beautiful drive up to the Mendenhall Glacier, very green and lush out here. And keep your eyes peeled because there's lots of bald eagles in this area.
So Lyft can't take us the whole way in, so they dropped us off right here. Ken, do you want to show the sign? The Tongass National Forest Recreational Area, Mendenhall Glacier.
So it's about a mile to the park there, so they can't take us all the way in, but we're here to walk and enjoy the scenery, so we're gonna go for a little hike. We'll time how long it takes us.
Just for your reference, it took us exactly 20 minutes from where the Lyft dropped us off to the parking lot.
Yeah, so if you don't want to walk, maybe take a shuttle, but if you're taking a Lyft, be prepared for a 20-minute walk or so. So we are here. Let's go check out the Mendenhall Glacier and Nugget Falls.
If you booked an excursion, this is where you will be dropped off. It is much closer than where we were dropped off at. Welcome, Mendenhall Glacier Visitor Center, Tongass National Forest. There's a lovely platform right behind there with great views of the Mendenhall Glacier. Great place for selfies and to snap those photos.
It's very green and lush here at the Mendenhall Glacier. And if you're headed to the photo point, it's about a third of a mile round trip. And if you're looking for the Nugget Falls, it's 2 miles round trip. The visitor center is right here, as well as there are restrooms with easy access. Now the trail to Nugget Falls is a gravel trail. It's nice and flat, and you'll probably see a lot of people out here, even from your cruise ship, because there are several cruise ships in town and you can recognize them wearing their cruise ship tags. But it's a great walk out to Nugget Falls, and it's gorgeous out here today. There's a nice sandbar out here. There's Nugget Falls right there.
When we were here last time, there was a heat wave and there were a few people out swimming in Mendenhall Lake. I'm sure the lake was still freezing though.
Yeah, I would have called it more of a dip than a swim, but they did go in, however. There's a quick look at the Mendenhall Glacier and Nugget Falls. iceberg.
That's pretty cool. It's like it has its own little hat. Have you seen the size of the mosquitoes?
Yeah.
They're like seagulls or so big.
Seagulls
Yeah.
or eagles.
Yeah, eagle size mosquitoes.
There's a mosquito right there.
Our Lyft driver had told us that the glacier had significantly disappeared, or shrunk I should say, since 2019 when we were here last, and he was right. I can see the difference even without comparing to old pictures. You can see it's really, I guess, melting.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller than it was a couple of years ago, but gorgeous day out here today. We've got Nugget Falls back there and icebergs out here. It's a really cool place to visit. On our way back, we're taking a quick detour to the photo point. It's paved all the way out to the photo point, and here we will find great views of the Mendenhall Glacier, probably the best views of the Mendenhall Glacier. You can see Nugget Falls off to the right there, and of course Mendenhall Lake.
Originally, we had planned on booking this excursion on the cruise ship, but we waited too long and it sold out. And we thought we'd try something different. We have a lot of time here, so we thought we would do the Lyft. I'd only recommend this if you really want to walk.
Yeah, we're gonna take the Lyft back again, so we're walking back. So it's adding about 45 minutes of walking. We like walking, so we're good with that. If you want to cut some of the time off, you could take a cab. Some of the taxis come right up to the visitor center here, and of course there are private tours as well. We did one of those before as well, and that was a great experience. We're just gonna head back and jump on a Lyft again and go right back into Juneau. So change of plans, we were gonna take a Lyft back into downtown, and I looked on my phone and map says there's a city bus as well, and I think it's only $2, so maybe we'll try that out to head back into town. Well, that was easy. About 45 minutes to get back downtown here on the bus, and we're gonna go get some drinks and explore a little bit more. The transit station is not too far from the ship, right next to the 4-Point Sheraton. Now, if you're looking for shopping, there's plenty of it here in Juneau. Downtown features stores like George's Gifts and Jewelry, Mount Juneau Trading Post, and more.
And near Franklin in front, you're gonna find food truck style food options, really creative, such as Crepe Escape, Captain S'more and Brew, and Deckhand Dave's Fish Tacos. And nearby, you'll also find El Sombrero Mexican Restaurant and Alaskan Fudge Company. Looks so good.
Delicious. Now, if you're looking for souvenirs here in Juneau, you can check out the Alaskan Brewing Company. They've got all sorts of souvenirs, including hats, they've got hoodies, and a lot of swag with their logos on it. Also, there's the world famous Red Dog Saloon here and their mercantile. Head on in there, you'll find all sorts of Red Dog gear here. Again, hoodies, you've got license plates that say Red Dog, as well as different t-shirt styles with their logos on it.
Another really popular attraction is the Gold Belt Tram. This was formerly known as the Mount Roberts Tramway. It'll take you up to the top of Mount Roberts where you can get a stunning view of Juneau. Today would have been a lovely day to go up there. It's absolutely beautiful. Now this is very close to the cruise dock.
Yes, it is. So right now we've got the New Amsterdam dock right here. It's right close to where the New Amsterdam is, and that's right next to our ship, the Discovery Princess. So not too far from the dock, that's for sure. Now, if you're down here, you can also grab your photos with the Welcome to Juneau, Alaska Capital City sign. And there's also a visitor center here if you're looking for more information. And of course, the famous Del Sol that you'll find in almost every cruise port. and the famous Tracy's King Crab Shack if you're looking for some seafood. It smells really good.
They're cooking it.
Time to head back to the ship. Tired.
And hungry.
And hungry.
The beautiful Discovery Princess. You can see the sun is dropping and it's dinner time, but the tides come up and you can see that the ramp wasn't nearly as steep now.
No, it's definitely not as steep. You've got downtown Juneau over there, and we'll pan to the other side. Down there is where you'll find the visitor center and Tracy's King Crab Shack. Now there are some other ships here in port today. We've got the Viking Orion here, as well as Royal Caribbean's Serenade of the Seas off in the distance there. And it's time for us to set sail here from Juneau. Goodbye, Juneau. And that's the New Amsterdam, Holland America's New Amsterdam there as well. Well, day 4 on the Discovery Princess was amazing. It's been a long day. We got up pretty early and sailed up the Endicott Arm,
Dawes Glacier.
It was
It was
amazing.
beautiful,
Yeah.
amazing, a great day. And then we also got to do Juneau.
Yeah, Juneau. We went out to Mendenhall Glacier and went to Nugget Falls. We rode the city bus and took a Lyft. It was a fun day. And walked around downtown, got back on the ship, and then we went for dinner. It was awesome. And we went to which
I think it was the Ketchikan.
Ketchikan restaurant. We hadn't tried that one before.
Yeah, it's one of the 3 main dining rooms.
Mm-hmm. And do you know what you had? Do you
Yes.
remember what you had?
Well, yes, I had the Caesar salad to begin with, and then I'm not going to even try the name because I will butcher it. But it was the breaded chicken breast. It was stuffed with cheese and spinach, mushrooms, and it had roasted potatoes, and it was absolutely delicious. So good that I scoffed it down without offering Ken a chance to taste it.
That's
Because
okay.
I wasn't
I had my
sure.
own things I was scoffing down. The seafood, antipasto, Caesar salad, and then the strip loin steak, which was excellent as well. So, and then
Dessert.
I don't have a picture of it, but I had the cheesecake.
I had the creme brulee and the nice decaf coffee.
Mm-hmm. And we met a nice couple at dinner and chatted with them for quite a while. So, awesome. And then from there we went and watched the sail away. We sailed away a little bit later. It was supposed to be 8:30. It was after 9 when we sailed away. It was still light out.
Mm-hmm.
So sailed out of Juneau, and then we went and saw a comedy show in the theater. That was Lamond. Can't remember his last name, but that was an excellent comedy show. You laughed a lot.
I did. It was really funny.
Yeah, that was great. And then tomorrow we are headed to Skagway, Alaska here on the Discovery Princess, and we have the deluxe White Pass tour booked with Klondike Tours. It is a bus tour to the border with some great views, so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow in Skagway, and I'm sure we'll make our way around town as well. Now, there was a rock slide a couple weeks ago, so we are tendering into port tomorrow. We just found that out, so that means we are taking little boats from the ship into port. We don't dock right at the port, so that's what we're doing tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun day. So I do want to remind you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you're notified of upcoming videos. We don't want you to miss out on all this fun we're having on the Discovery Princess. Thank you so much for watching today. Anything else to say, Andrea?
No.
No? But we will see you tomorrow on the Discovery Princess. Good night.